Here's something that I realized during my the years in my youth, um, when children, of which I am one, um, would debate the origin of the universe, the way that the math and the physics, the complexity of all the different what we call system design, of how the universe experiences what we experience being in the universe with consciousness, right? So I try and simplify it by virtue of what I experience and why I experience what I experience, the way in which that energy flows. So you can think of energy that is consciousness as a flow diagram. So if consciousness was the first form that came into being because you're now self-aware and you wanted to ask yourself, well, what is the form and function of consciousness? Then I think it's easily explained by there ought to be a high enough intelligence to not have to do any work in order to experience what you're aware of in energy. Form follows function. So what is the function of energy? If you're aware of yourself, what is your function? Remember Mr. Smith and Neil? Do the least amount of work. Well, how do you do that? By doing zero work. It's that simple, huh? So that's magnetic zero. So you realize, well, now I'm in matter. Now I'm experiencing the projection screen, so I got a built-in projector. In the screen, outside the screen, in the screen, outside the screen. So before there was a projecting system, which you can experience in the mirror, you began with consciousness that is using its energy to experience in the mirror what we're experiencing in the mirror. So it stands to reason that if form follows function, and the function is do the least amount of work, so there isn't any what? Resistance. Because consciousness naturally seeks the pathway of doing the least amount of work to experience itself. So there isn't any struggle over experiencing what we experience in energy. Inventor the resistors and the capacitors, and if you will, an inverter. Right? Seeking power, because the perception of power is inverted. It's needing energy rather than experiencing not needing any energy. By the flow, the form and function of consciousness, energy, the flow, and that's where go with the flow. Go with the flow, which is go with the music. Tune in to the music. So you're in the flow with the first musician. Have a beautiful day. That's for the Kabbalists, the Esoterica folks. Thank you very much. Happy Mama's Day. Yeah. The birth givers of creation. Kamaloati.